Well met.
What's up? How does it feel to be adept? So insensitive.
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these
chest piece worth 1,000 gold,
curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck. Not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see?
Still hot. Quite the handsome devil, if I do say so.
I can't tell if you're being silly or serious.
Elm will show you the armor.
Flattery either way. I suppose I'll grow used to the new me, horns and all. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again.
I'm gonna kick you from the party, but not for a sec here. Yeah. So Will's got the drow studded leather armor, and yeah, it does have a base value of 1,000. You are right, and it does give you a +1 stealth. I think we could check here with Asterion.
What a day.
Maybe put some clothes back on him, or not. So Asterian's. Oh yeah, that's right. Asterian's got the spider silk armor, which is exactly the same but better, because they're both 12 AC. They both give +1 stealth, even though they're described in different ways for some reason. But the spider silk armor gives you the advantage on Constitution saving throws. I think I'm just gonna leave this on Will. Yeah, it can sell for a bunch of cash, but sometimes we'll bring Will with us, and it's still good armor. And you know what? We don't really need the money right this second.
Still alive.
But I will go ahead and tell Will to leave the party.
Are you sure? The blade stands
and we'll pick up Gale for a little bit.
Githyanki patrolling these wilds is an unexpected surprise. Whatever they seek, they'll not hesitate to kill us if we stand in their way.
I never realized it was so easy to cast magic. Oh, I was gonna say, that seems like really dismissive, but no, I guess he did teach us to cast a spell really quick. If you ever feel the Netherese magic overtaking you, what will you do?
If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
Tell me about that mighty lord.
Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine
I still think we've seen some of this dialogue that is repeated. Maybe
to know
there's
yourself, to
the
be
hot fixes
untouchable.
also include fix for
be
repeating
mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization.
Maybe mixing up the soul again.
As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
Moment in time, all magic was gone. Nothing good ever comes from mortals wanting to be god. You have to admire the man's ambition. So at that moment in time, all magic was gone?
For a spell.
Oh,
Mistral
boo.
was born as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus.
Balls, now I have that song in my head.
Mistra, but to prove my love for her, I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. the way things go. I assure you it's not.
I mean, I cast
Don't
magic.
get me wrong, you did well. The somatic component.
Or Quill, someday they'll leave a folly after you. Oh, good.
Focus on the inner self that invites Mistra in.
But I was still your conduit. To perform such a feat alone requires much and arduous study. Yet it is life's most worthy pursuit in my impartial, if not humble opinion.
All right,
With pleasure.
join me.
Lead on.
So let's go and process your level up, and then we'll figure out what your gear situation's like. Boop, boop. We're gonna keep just leveling up as a straight wizard. We're not multi-class him or anything like that. It might be handy to get an acid splash. A cantrip that's an AoE is kind of nice. Although shocking grasp can give you some useful escapes from being stuck in a melee situation. I'm just gonna grab the acid splash, I think. And then for new spells to learn, what do people like for their another second level spell? Blur is very powerful. It's concentration, of course. And again, as someone who hasn't played a million years of 5th Ed specifically, the juggling of concentration spells I find quite frustrating. Yeah, we could just grab Cloud of Dagger and Hold Person. They're both concentration spells. Obviously, we wouldn't use at the same time, but they're for different types of situation. Invisibility is cool, knocks fine. Mel's Acid Arrow is a decent amount of damage, of course. Mirror Image is not concentration. Oh yeah, we do have Scorching Ray. Okay, let's do that and Clouded Daggers. Okay, I think that's going to be good. Feat-wise... Oh, I guess we never did a respec on Gale. So his stats are a freaking mess. Oh, we should absolutely respec him before we take him with us. Okay, hold on. It doesn't matter what I cast here, or what I take here. We might end up doing something like Warcaster. I have no idea. We're gonna respec him. We gotta fix his stats. Yeah. Yeah, doesn't matter. Let me just back out of this. Gale, buddy. Where was... Oh, Withers right here. I'm like, I saw Withers somewhere. No, you can't. I can't fix it with the ability score improvement feat. His stats are too fucked up.
For whenever thou hast need.
Like, look. Right? He's got 3 odd stats, and we'd want them all fixed. So an ability score improvement ain't gonna fix anything. He's too messed up. It's way broken. All right. And then we can reset, we can redo a bunch of things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give him all 3 of the attack style cantrips to start off with. In terms of spells learned over here, it's not really going to matter because we're going to be teaching him a bunch of other things. Sleep's really good early on, but I think it's fallen off at this point. So we'll give him armor, magic missile, which is OP like crazy sauce. It's generally very good, but it's very powerful in this game. We'll give him the feather fall. I think the charm will only work if, he specifically is doing conversations, which isn't going to happen. We can give him Burning Hands as an option there. I don't think I'm going to Find Familiar, even though it's really cool, just because short range stuff annoys me. We'll get the Shield, because it's a nice little boost. He doesn't need Long Strider. I don't know if we've got anyone in party who can cast Hand Sleep, so we're going to go with that. He'll learn other stuff from, scrolls and stuff, so it doesn't matter too much. All right, let's fix this, first of all. So, with Gale, the question is a little bit, what do we take as a level 4 feat? Because... we could, right? So this is sort of what I'm looking at as a baseline for Gale over here. And of course, we could bring one of these up to a 16 as well. If we would consider, we could consider Resilient and do something like Resilient Con, which would give him +1 to Con. And then would give him proficiency in Constitution saving throws. Warcaster gives him, I think, advantage on his concentration checks. So they're sort of 6 in one, half dozen the other. Familiar's very strong in this game. Oh, he gets light armor proficiency from being a human. Oh, you're right. So you know what? That's a good point. He doesn't need mage armor. And all right, we'll play around with the Find Familiar and see what kind of nonsense we can do. So it comes down to, at level 4, am I doing ability score improvement, or am I taking... Well, ability score improvement, Warcaster, or Resilient. If I'm doing Resilient, then I'll probably put it in Con and leave him with an odd Con and fix it with Resilient. For anything else, what I want is an even number of stats, because I'm either going to do +2 to intelligence, or I'm going to take Warcaster, which doesn't give him a stat. Lucky's interesting as well. Maybe we Warcaster him. Which case I do this. We could also put more points into Dex instead of Con. We could go with a 16 Dex, because then he would get the extra +1 to AC, and of course a Dexterity saving throw. But this is raw hit points. A saving throw that's still useful and helps with concentration checks. And then the rest of it doesn't matter. Probably what I want to do is bring something up to a 12. I'll probably bring his wisdom up to a 12 just to help with wisdom saves. We could give him strength just so he could hold on to more stuff, but I think this is the distribution that's going to work out best for us. I did not find the unique familiar summon scroll. I have learned about it. And again, this is an example though of don't talk about, well, I guess here you could, yeah, all right. That's fine. That one's acceptable because it's quite a while back if I recall correctly. I did read something about it. Yeah, I think I kind of like this. Warcaster stronger at lower levels, resilient con at higher levels. Interesting, really. What's the logic there? Yeah, Grunty, yeah, I get it. Range attacks and AoE. I think that learning any spell they want is intentional. I think we'll keep him as a straight up wizard rather than doing shenanigans. I'm doing shenanigans with the wizard learning stuff on my actually my solo run character and the multiplayer character I play with, Demonac. That character is level 1 wizard, level 1 cleric, and the rest of it is going into bard. And it's ridiculous because yeah, I can learn all the wizard spells and do all kinds of great stuff. When your proficiency bonus is only 2 or 3, the advantage is stronger. Oh right, because of course resilience scales up as your proficiency improves. I think I'll just do this, and I might just take Warcaster. I think I'm okay with that. And then after that, it'll probably be like ability score increase in the strength or something. There we go. I think I'm going to be fine with this. In terms of stats, his persuasion is like much less useful for this character. So we'll probably just throw some more, and same thing with insight. I'll probably just go ahead. Oh, is this from, I think this is from the human side. This is the class one. There, we'll do this way. Because some things, just by being near them, will give you a check. I suppose I could give him perception. I don't know if that matters so much as an individual. We could give him athletics just for the purpose of being able to jump a little further or stealth things. I think this is fine. We'll just have him cover all the knowledges. Like that. And he can like walk next to like a place that's got a knowledge check, and that's going to be okay. I can always respec him later if I'm not happy with things. Yes, Demonac, that's a great point. I had meant to address it. I did learn Shocking Grasp for when I want to manually do it, but yeah, with Warcaster, you don't actually need to know Shocking Grasp, as far as we know. Yeah. The other contenders for things over here that I might be grabbing could be a Blade Ward, just for in case. Mage Hand is really useful. I mean, we're going to get more cantrips as we level up. This is going to be fine. I'll probably grab Mage Hand when we level him up. So yeah, you don't need to learn Shocking Grasp to use it as part of the Warcaster, but otherwise. Okay, learning more spells over here. Again, it's not a huge deal because we can just learn more stuff. I guess if we do an attack from stealth, Witch Bolt's quite good. It always frustrates me because if it misses, it kind of sucks, but maybe we'll grab it. Grease is quite good early on, but I don't know if it's still time for that. I'm not sure there's anything else at level 1 that's terribly exciting to me. No, you can't scribe cantrips as far as I know. Thunderwave Evocation, that's true. Yeah, we could, that's true, because then we can use it close by with not worrying about friendly fire. That sounds good. We'll worry about our prepared spells later on, because we can just change them whenever we want, so that's okay. Oh, you can scribe cantrips, just hard to find them. Oh, that's interesting. Because I have found some cantrip scrolls, and I didn't realize we could learn them. That's very fascinating. All right, so our level 2 spells, we were just looking at a bunch of these. Tell you what, we'll start with Cloud of Daggers and Hold Person. New cantrip over here. I'm just going to go ahead and grab Mage Hand, so we'll have it as an option. More second level spells. I'm going to grab Scorching Ray. And what else have we talked about? Maybe Shatter. I do like Misty Step a lot as a player, but I think I'm going to grab Shatter here. Nah, you know what? You're right. Let's have it as an emergency button. I like it. High ground advantage and a way for us to break out of combat when we don't trust, plus it's a bonus action. All right, feat-wise, I said we were going to go Warcaster, and I'm going to do that. So we'll get advantage on saving throws, maintain concentration, and we can shock and grasp reaction, which sounds just fun. So we're just going to do that. You always drop Shatter after getting Fireball. Good point. We're about to get Fireball. But it gives us option as a second level spell slot. So I'm definitely going to pick up Fireball. And then, I don't know. I mean, Counterspell is really cool. Blink's really cool. Flight's fine too. Yeah, it's just... we could get Haste, because it's a 10-turn duration, super powerful thing. Counterspell if you don't have Will for it, that's not a terrible way to think about things. You know, assuming I don't burn all my spell slots on Fireball. Everyone's liking Counterspell, and I had seen that like Counterspell does feel really good in this version here. So let's assume we're gonna pack both Fireball and Counterspell to have it ready. I think a Scorching Ray. We memorize a Misty Step, perhaps. Currently, we don't have anything that uses concentration, so maybe we pick up the Cloud of Daggers there. I do like the idea of a shield in case things go badly. We're definitely gonna run Magic Missile. I can swap into Magic Witch Bolt when I'm out of combat, but we have a good opportunity for it. So we can do some tweaking here. So it's just a question of what's our everyday loadout. I could have Hold Person as my... This would be my one concentration spell. I find Familiar Ritual. I'm assuming we have to have it slotted, but yeah, we can always just change spells whenever we want. I'm just gonna go with this because we don't have to stress about it because we can change spells whenever we want later on. In terms of gear, this is something that we really don't have going on here. Right, hold on. So I guess I should steal the armor off of Will.
Let's move.
How can I help? I question the wisdom. I'll be here in the...
I really wish you could
Well,
make their inventory without them in your party.
That's...
It's not a huge deal.
Where am I needed?
You know what? I'll take that. Will you stay in your camp clothes then? Can I just do this?
What to do?
Well met.
Pickpocket Will.
Are you sure? And...
What's on your mind?
Party management. The most exciting part of any Let's Play for people to watch.
Away from Waterdeep.
Yeah. You wear that. And I mean, you don't really look like Gale anymore, but it'll be effective. We can give you the Safeguard Shield here for the +1 to AC, which seems good. Where is that staff? Okay, weird extra little scroll there. I didn't even have my hand on anything. We'll give you the Staff of Arcane Blessing. Give you the Gloves of Missile Snaring. Oh, we can give you a Featherfall on the boots. It might just be a cast self version of it or something. It's literally called Mistress Grace. We should definitely give it to Will. Or to Gale. I mean, you know, that's super duper his vibe. Now, I think... Spell or cantrip. But you have to take the actual action, and it would boost. Well, like, I guess if we'd memorized Lightning Bolt, or it would boost Shocking Grasp. But we will be getting a good necklace for him with the Magic Missile thing, I think, here in the Underdark. So I don't think I care too much about equipping any of this on him right now. That's going to be fine. I could just stack more knowledge here, but I think I'm going to leave that on Del, with the reason that this gives him a bonus to something you do in conversations, and Sparkwall is not going to help Del when he's shapeshifted anyway. So we'll just throw it out on you because we can. You don't need a ranged item. It's meaningless. Okay. Good enough. Okay, let's go and rest.
I need to find a way forward.
Oh, let's put that into, send that to the camp.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
I totally do have enough camp supplies. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that's why. Now, this is it again. Are we? Oh, we might be getting a cutscene. I have my box here. It should just pull it out of the box. Oh, okay. I forgot that we hadn't done this step of things. That one always complains about it. The second one correctly reads the box. So weird that hasn't been hot fixed.
Here's my little treat, with their cheeks all flushed.
Oh.
You will come to my bed tonight, won't you?
No. I thought we had ended our little tryst here, because I want to start romancing Shadowheart and stuff. I think it's better if we leave last time as a once-off.
Well, well. Excuse me while I die of a broken heart.
Oh, he's so dramatic.
In all honesty, it's a shame. That time was special to me. I've gotten on my back 10,000 times or more and forgotten half of them.
That means he still remembers 5,000.
You, I'll remember.
I didn't mean to hurt his feelings.
Have a fine evening, dear.
Oh, dramatic. Also, that makes me think, yeah, we haven't done this for the stream yet, so let's make sure that's the case. Speaking of romance, though.
Well, my day just improved. Did you want something?
Oh, girl. Ooh, you and I share something special, I think. I want to talk about it.
Very serious of you.
That's right, because we had the evening where we stayed up all
Go
night and
ahead.
talked. How are you farting? Admit it, you've never had a relationship quite like this one, have you?
Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated.
Fair. 100% fair. 100%. All right. Break up with the stair and go right next door to Shadowheart. Yep. There you go. See, now we don't get to complain about things, which is great. I wonder... Hold on. A quick save. I'm going to drop the difficulty for a sec so that we only need 40 food to eat. I wonder if we just grab... Yeah, we've got enough... Oh, shoot. We might have been able to do it on the other difficulty as well. There you go. This should give us an achievement. Tonight's the night when we all get wasted. No hardcore achievements since you changed difficulty. We didn't start on Tactician. Bottoms up! Long rest using only alcohol. Time-honored dwarven tradition. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I started on Balanced because I knew it was going to be a really long Let's Play, and I wanted to keep things going at a relatively decent clip. But I did find the game fairly easy, and so I thought, well, maybe Tactician won't slow us down too much. So there's no achievement for me anyway. All right, let's pop over. So we're going to go Underdark Selenite Outpost because it's the only waypoint we've got. I mean, I could just break camp and return to where I was, but
Seems powerful. What can it do once it's extracted?